Hi everyone, it's Jenny. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me. So I'm trying to use up a few scraps, but I've also been through all my die cuts just to see what I've got, and now I'm sort of a little bit more organized, and I found two. So there's this one, which is a heart one, which I've cut out a couple of times, and I'm going to do some designs with this. And I've also kept the pieces that I cut out from these. I've also got this one that I cut out, and I did cut this one out, but I didn't quite like it that much. But I did keep the hearts from the bits that came out, so I thought I could use those. And I've used my die cut Just For You, which I really like this one, so I've cut those out a few times. So I thought I've also got some scraps and cut some little pieces because I want to use those up. So my thought is I'm going to cut some extra card which should cover behind there. So I'm going to cover these with different pieces and then put that hopefully behind there. So I think I'll go off camera and do that because it's going to take me a while to stick those on. But we'll look at this one first. So this is the piece that I kept from cutting out on here. So my thought is I've got some plain pink card which I'm going to put behind the card. So I'm just going to pop that on there, and then I think I'm going to have that. I could actually, what I could do is pop that onto there and stick that down because this is quite difficult to raise up, and then I could actually have that piece raised up. So I think that's what we're going to do. Let's have a go of this. So where's my glue? Let's get that out and have a look. I think it's going to be quite a plain. There's not going to be too many frills and things on this, but let's just have a go and see how it goes. So I'm thinking I want to do it from there. So let's pop that there, like so. And then we've got to pop that pretty much in the middle so that this can go. I can always chop that a little bit. If I get that in the right position, so about there, I just mark there, you won't see that, and I know that's where the tip should be. So let's just glue this down because I was thinking of raising this bit, but it's going to be quite difficult to raise it because it's so intricate. So I think what we'll go for is the other way round. If I glued that, yeah, there. So let's just pop that about there. But I didn't put any on those words, did I? Let's just fold those back a minute and put a bit on there. Nope. Should stick. Just pop a bit under there. And a bit under there. There we go. There, that's stuck down. There we go. And then what I'm thinking, I've slightly done that off, haven't I? So I don't want that pink to be showing. Oh dear. Yeah, that's slightly off, but it doesn't, I can cut that piece and then I'm going to put something across the bottom, so it doesn't matter too much, I suppose. Right, I think what we'll do is we'll raise this up. We'll make a way of sorting that out. Let's just get some tape. Now, what's the thickest one I've got? That's not very thick, that one. No, that one's quite thick, so let's use this one. Let's cut that off. Cut that about there. And then we'll have another piece about there. And then I'm going to have to cut this in half, I think. It's going to be too thick. So let's just do a little trim of that piece. I want it to be the same height. And then we're going to have to cut that in half again. Oh, very sticky. Let's pop that. Oh no, that bit's thinner, I think. So let's take the release tape off a minute. And put that piece down there. Make sure we're not seeing any of that. Right, don't need that bit for the moment. Right, let's see how this is going to look. Let's just take the paper off. And that piece. Now, I'm only going to have one chance at getting this right. Right, that's fine because I can chop that piece off. That's not a problem. And I don't mind that that's showing down there because I'm going to put something along the bottom. So, I think I shall use some tape. I want some ribbon, don't I? I need a piece of ribbon, which is going to, or let me just get my little ribbons out and see what I've got left in there. I could use one of those. What have we got? Let's have a look. That's going to go with that. That's spotty. That's not pink. Don't want that one. No, that's not the right pink, is it? Oh, hang on. What's this piece here? That's left. But I'm going to have to lift that up because I want that to cover. I want that to cover really. So I am going to stick that like that for now. And then I'm going to have to pop something under there to cover that up. So let's just cut that piece off there. There we go. And let's cut that piece off there. Like so. Although actually, you're not going to see that. Yeah, that's okay. So I've got these little hearts here, which I'm also thinking that if I see how much I've got left on my brush. I don't really want to make them too pink. I don't know if that one's going to be. It's just got a little hint on there of pink. Oh, a bit much on there. Let's just rub some of that off. I only want a little darker there. Obviously more than I thought on the brush. Let's just get that one a bit darker then. As long as they're all matching. That one's so tiny. Not sure how I'm going to do that one. Right, let's get my tweezers and let's just work out. Slightly different pink, but I don't mind. Let's have a look how that's going to look. Then we've got that tiny little one there. It's going to be very, very, very basic. Right, let's go for it. And then I can put a little bit of sparkle on it. I quite like the cleanness of the white. I don't want it looking too fussy. Tiny little one. And then the smallest baby of the bunch. Oh dear. That is tiny, that one. Okay, and then I'm saying I don't want it that fussy. No, we won't have those. We'll have some glitter on it though. Do you know what? I've got those Nuvo drops. This one is, I think it's pink glitter or something. Enchanting Pink. So this has got a little bit of glitter in it. Let's have a little look at these. Is that going to come out okay? Oh, that was 2. That's why. Look. Huh, that was double. Right, we'll sort that out. Just flatten those a little bit. How funny. Wonder if I can get that off. Oh, might be lucky there. Let's get some glue on that one that I coloured. Must have been 2 together there. Let's stick that back down there where that was. Right, I'm happy with that. It's very, very sort of basic, but I do like the clean lines of it. Right, that's that one then. So I'm just going to pause, and then I'm going to do these, stick them on to the paper, and I'll come back. Right, everyone, I'm back, and I've done my little pieces of scrap. So I've made these little boards. As I said, I also cut out the hearts. When I use this heart cutter, I kept the hearts, and I've also coloured in some of the hearts using my aqua marker and rose red. So let's have a look at what we're going to design, basically. So I've got these little bits here, which I've cut out, some of them. Now, I do like, where's my, I might try a vintage photo on one, and which one's that? I think it's that one there. So let's have a look. So I've got so many going on here. Right, so my thought is, let's for instance take this one. I'm going to have to probably make it a bit smaller because it's going to be too big. So I need to chop a tiny bit off the sides there because it's Yes, too much. So that's fine. I did make them bigger than necessary. And then I'm thinking that will go behind. I might just chop a little bit off the top there. I think that likes going through that thick. And I'll chop a tiny piece off at the bottom. There we go. Right, so we can then stick that onto there. Now, I used this paper because it looked a little bit as if it's got marks on it. So let me just, I do have some scrap here. Yeah. Grab a bit of scrap. And I think I'm just going to put a bit of this, I'm sure this is the right brush. Tiny bit of this vintage photo on this one. Just to hide. For some reason, there's a tiny little splurgy mark on that. So I want to get rid of that. So this one won't be completely white, but I don't mind because they're all going to be slightly different. Right. Pop that there. Then my thought is I am going to stick this on here. Now, do I raise this one up slightly? What have I got that's that thin? I'm sure I have got some tape, but I don't know that isn't raised up, that one. That's quite flat. Have I got any raised up tape? But I don't think I have got any that is that thin. So what we could do is, I have got like a board. Oh, those are squares, aren't they? I did have a plain. There we go. Don't think they're squares, are they? Oh, they are. I have got somewhere, I should have got that out before, sorry. I have got, rather than tiny little squares, I have got a piece, there it is. I have got a piece I could cut. I thought I had some thin, but obviously not. So this is just a thought. I don't know this is going to definitely work, but let's just pop a piece of that. I have to go really close to the edge. Let's make sure I'm, oh, sorry. Let's just pause and sort the postman out. Sorry about that. As per usual, I need to try and craft when the postman isn't due, because I can't do anything about that. Unfortunately, I do apologise. She's just telling me someone's there at the end of the day. I can't really blame her for that, but I think it's the fluorescent jacket that the postman wears. She just doesn't like it, and I don't know why. So, yeah, there we go. Right, let me just pop this bit on here. Again, I'm going to have to go very close to the edge there. I'm hoping that I've done this thick enough, because I'm thinking that is only, no, I haven't. That is going to sit there. So actually I need to bring that one in a bit more. Gosh. Will it come off? That's the thing. I'm wondering, am I better off? See, even if I stick, do you know what? Even if I stick that on there, am I going to get it on that side? I'm not, am I? I'm slightly going to have a little gap. Right, let's just start again. That thought's gone out the window a minute. So let me just grab another one. Now some of them I've cut slightly at an edge. So No, that one is not going to fit. Dear Jenny, you're getting in a bit of a mess now, aren't you? Right, let's take that off. Didn't realise. I'm wondering if I can just use that on the top and the bottom. Would that be enough to hold it in place? I think it would be, wouldn't it? So let's try again. But this time I'm going to go onto the card. There we are. Let's put that on there. And let's put a piece that end. Like so. And then I have got a little bit of room here. Just realise it's not gonna. Where's the other one I took off there? And I've got a little bit of room that side. And then I've got a little bit there. An easier way of doing this. I bet you someone's probably shouting at me saying, Jenny, what are you doing? It's just the way my brain works. And I wonder if anyone's noticed. Oh my dear. Dear, dear, what am I doing? I bet someone was shouting. You put it on the wrong side, Jenny. Yeah, I realised that. Oh dear. I think I should have got out of the other side of the bed today. We get there. I apologise now if this is a bit longer than it should be. Hopefully, I've at least made someone chuckle because I was doing it wrong. I hope. Hopefully someone's laughed at this. I'm sure I'm not the only one. And I'm sure I won't be the last. Right, I'm just thinking if I can just get this in a couple more places. We've got an even sort of bit then, haven't we? Going forward, I know what I'm going to do for the next one. So, you know, I reckon that should be enough. Right. As long as it touches some of them, which it does. Right, we get there in the end. Okay. So then we can just glue that down on to the actual card. Oh. We get there in the end. Dear me. Let's put that lid on there, otherwise that'll be drying out as well. Right, and maybe I should have gone round the card just on the edges. Just on the edges to match. I'm not putting any extra on, I'm just using what I've got on the brush. Wondering if I should have a bit more around the edge. I'll just use what's on the brush. Right, there we go. And then what I've got are part of the hearts Right, so let's quickly just pop some more on that because I want it to match. What other ones have we got that are whole? Some of them are half. Don't think I'll use that one. Might use that one. Might use that one. Let's just do those ones so that if I want to use them, I've got them done. There we go. Right, so what I was thinking was, I'm just going to have that one there. Oh, that one there. We could have that one just poking out there. Now I've got, oh, really, I really am figures and thumbs today, people. Sorry. I've got this little with love. So, gosh, I don't think I've ever used this one. Let me get my little block. And we'll use the same ink. I'm just going to give that a little go on here first. This is different cards. This is paper, not cardstock. So it's going to come out, hopefully, slightly different. Oh, came out a bit sort of like a giraffe-y sort of. Oh well, that's fine. That doesn't matter. I'm not worried about that. So let's just pop a couple of bits on here. Stick that up. And then I'm going to glue that one under there. Just pop a little bit on there. And tuck that under. Then you won't actually see that it's only half a heart. Let's pop one of those on there. One's going in the corner. And then we've got another little half a heart there. Let's pop that down there. Get that under there. Don't want it on the other there. There we go. Very simple, but not simple to make because that took me forever, didn't it? I'm sorry about that. Right, we'll let that just dry. Actually, I've got some ruby slippers here. We want some little, let's make sure that's going to come out okay. Make those bubbles a little bit bigger and I'll flatten them down. There we go. Right, let's put that away to dry. Okay, let's hope that the next one is not going to be as difficult. So I have got, I'm not going to do the red ones yet because I'm going to leave those I've got, let's have a look, see what looks better. Now, the postman's been, I've shut the door and she's asking to come in now. Right, you know what, I'm just going to cut a bit off that. And a bit off there. That's got to be like that. So I just need to chop a tiny little bit off there. Yeah. Right, this one I am just gluing straight down. Onto the card. I figured this is actually a better way of doing it. Just get rid of that little bit of excess glue up there. Right, I like that one. I'm going to leave those three because I'm only going to do another one like this. If I do this one, then I don't think I'm going to put any colour around the edge of this one. I've cut it just so it should go on there. Yeah, but I am going to raise it up. So I can use my bigger tape for that. Wherever that is. Some bigger tape, that's just double sided. Oh, there it is. Oh dear. Yeah, so let's just pop that on there. Seriously, I'm fingers and thumbs today, people. I don't know what is going on here. Right, that doesn't need to be that long, that one. So let's just take that off and put it in the middle. Right, let's take the release paper off. And then I can hear her at the door. She's tapping the door to let me know she's out there. Now, we're not going to get any wiggle room on this at all. There we go. I have cut it at an angle on purpose. There. Okay. And then what we've got the with love. I've still got the hearts again, but I haven't coloured these ones. And I don't know if I should have. Really. Should I have done them red? Or shall we have white? Do you know what? We're going to have white on this one. Simply because they do still show up. And if I want to put any sparkle on them or anything like that when I use them, then I can. And then we're going to have a with love, but we're just going to do plain black. Where's my black? Oh, got it on my finger there as well. Dear me. There. And then I have got a tiny little stamp here. There's my little bit of let's get another block. I've got a tiny little love heart. Like that. So I think we could have a couple of those. Like that. And then there's no reason why I can't put that in the middle of the heart. It won't fit on that one, I don't think. So I think I'll just get one more down there. There. I like that one. That's pretty. And that's, I think, all we need on that. Let's pop that out the way. I'm not even going to put any sparkles on that one. And then I'm going to do one more with you because I realise this is going to be very long otherwise. And this one, I did cut out the whole page. I've left it like that. I'm going to have to take a tiny little bit off there, I think. So let me just take a small piece off because I think that's going to be too... And that's going to go in the middle. Right. So, what my thoughts are, I'm going to just go around the edge. I did get my red. This is a pearlescent ink. But it's the only red one I've got. And it's not quite. It's a bit pinky. But do you know what? I don't mind. I'm just going to go around the edge. There's my other bit of scrap. Dust that up a bit. Take a little bit. That's it. I don't want to go any more than that. And then I'll do a tiny little bit around the card as well. Just a hint on this one, I think. Now, I did start the first part of this video. I'm going to say that just in case, because I've got a different jumper on from when I started this video. And I started the first part of this video last night and paused to do the strips. And then one thing led to another. And, you know, roast dinner, etc. And it never happened. So I had to come on this morning. So, well, I said, hello, I'm back. I am back. But I had to come on this morning to do the rest of this, which is fine. So I've got a couple of projects. I've done all my housework and I haven't got any things to do till people come home from school and work. So let's raise this. No, this is not the one I was going to raise. Sorry. This is the one I'm going to stick straight down like this. You know when you've got 20 things running through your head at the same time? So, yeah. Just make sure I've got that everywhere. And then let's line this up. Let's line this up. Should be a little bit. Let's just make sure that's straight, because there we go. Right, I'm just going to pull my sleeves up a minute because I don't want to be getting this ink everywhere. Right, there we go. So my idea with this one was I am going to raise the hearts because I've coloured them all. So I'm literally going to put them back where they should be, but raise them up. So let's just take that release paper off. Now that one goes in there. So it's just a bit of a jigsaw puzzle, really. Let's try and put them back in the right place. Let's pop that one back. That one goes in there. Okay. I think I only need one on that one. It's so tiny. That's going to be that little one there. Let me just do all of them at the same time. Put some stickers on and then get them all on. I think we'll get away with just one on that one and one on that one. And then a couple on there. A couple on there. And I think I'll go 3 on there. Yeah. Right, there we go. Let's get those on. And then that's there. And then that one is there. And that one is there. We've got one more. There we go. And that one there, I'll get rid of that. There we go. So then it's can you see it's just 3-bit 3D? I like that. I think that looks nice. And we're going to go quite simple with this. I'm going to go for, let's have a look at this, see how this comes out on some plain paper with that red ink. Well, that's quite glitzy. The other thing we could do, where's my rose red that I used? Let's see how that comes out, shall we? Oh, no. No, we won't do that. And that's exactly why I tried it first. Because that's no good. I just want red, really, I think. Not liking that, though. Don't like how that's coming out. Have I got... Right, what are the other love hearts? I've got that with love. I thought I had a little plain one. This is a bigger one. Let's see how this comes out on here. Okay. Just going to go for it. We'll have that one there. I'll clean that in a minute. Put the lid back on that one. And then we'll have one with love down there. Clean that in a minute. And then just going to get... No, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm sorry, I really am making this video long. I do apologise. I hope you go with me on the thought process here. I was going to colour it in, but I don't... used something on that yesterday and it's glued together. Let me just get another little one, tiny one. There we go. So that number 2. Let's get that. I'm not going around the outside bit, I'm just doing that inside piece. Oh, just do those tiny. Need to make sure I don't go on the outside now because let me just let that dry now. I've got a little bit of excess on there. Let me just rub that off. Otherwise that will stain. There we go. And then all we're going to have on this one is some sparkles. Let's see if I can find my... I really have got to sort my desk out this afternoon. Where's my little pen gone? Oh dear, 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 Jenny. Oh, I can't find it. I'll get some big ones out and then I can use the tweezers. Gosh. See what I mean today? Everything is fingers and thumbs. I don't need that many, but let's just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just get the big ones out here. This is why you need your pen, don't you? You know, I mean, where on earth have I put that? Because I was using it and I tidied up. Clearly I tidied up so well. I wonder if I can use those. That's a little diamond art one. Oh, that'll work. Yep. There we go. Let's just use those. A little bit too much glue there, but that doesn't matter. It will dry. I didn't know I could, yeah, I just saw it and thought, can I work with that? And yes, I can. Right, there we go. I'm going to clear this mess up afterwards. So I do apologise about the state of things this morning here. So let's just go back. So we made that one, which is the sort of sticky up one. Then we did that one, which has got the scraps behind it. And that one that's got the scraps behind it with the vintage photo. And then that was the first one at the beginning of the video that we did. So thanks for watching. I'm so sorry it's so long, but take care. Do hit that like button if you like it. And I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.